Des. Good afternoon, everyone. Well, I'm glad to be here today. Let me start by telling a little bit about myself. I'm 19 years old. I just graduated from Matos last January. I don't know if I'll be here today if I didn't get the help what I got from them. I grew up in Orlando. I had always been close to my mom and my grandparents. They look out for me and taught me right from wrong. I tried to be a good kid because my mom has been through a lot. She moved here from New York, and so I could have a better and safer life. I attended University High School. It's an A-rated school. I got decent grades. I belonged in a football and wrestling team there. It was a pretty normal life, but all that changed one day 4 years ago. Mikey, my best friend from middle school, got into a fight over a girl. The fight started at lunchtime and got broken up. But as we was walking to the bus area after school, he got jumped again, and there was no teachers and school officers around. Mikey was stabbed 5 times, 1 in the neck. He got several in the neck and several in the stomach. I was kneeling over him when this was happening, covering his wounds with my hand, trying to stop the bleeding, but there was blood everywhere during that time. By the time the ambulance got there, it was too late for him. He died before he reached the hospital. Just like me, he was 15 years old. Since then, things never been the same. I was heartbroken, angry, and overwhelmed. I just kept things bottled up during that time. Eventually, I gave up on everything. School, sports, my family, faith, and the future. I always believed in God, but I couldn't understand why He could let this thing happen to us. Excuse me. I started to skip school, hanging out with the wrong crowd, doing drugs. I also joined the game because I wanted protection. At home, I was abusive to my mother, and I blamed her because of it. She tried to help me, but I was too out of control. My grandmother heard about Edgewood Ranch, and I refused to go. But then I had to decide. It was either Edgewood Children's Ranch or boot camp. At first I rebelled, but I didn't know what to think of my cottage family, which led by my mom and dad. I didn't really want to hear about God. During the church service, I sat down, head pulled down, pretending I was sleeping. Then I heard a pastor telling a story that sounded pretty much close to my life. Then I thought that the whole thing was a setup. I took it as a sign and then decided to give God one more chance. Eventually, I let go of my anger and started focusing on school and sports. During that time, I ran a 5K race there and I lost 100 pounds and I got my diabetes under control. I was glad to say I graduated in January and been working part-time at Disney as a custodial. I was just last Saturday, I believe, I have just been transferred to a full-time in the attractions areas in Magic Kingdom. I love working at Disney. I love creating magical moments for all the guests that comes for the first time or been there before. In the fall, I will be attending Valencia Community College, either doing paramedic or going to criminal justice group, so I can help people. During the time I got help also after school, I patched things up with my mother, and I said I was sorry for the trouble I caused. She and my grandma was always there, my grandparents, excuse me, always loved me and take care of me. I wanted to be able to help them and build a better life for myself. Now that I'm working full time at Disney, I could help pay the bills at the house in my apartment and also give my grandmother rest off her feet. I also wanted to take time and thank you for caring about me and my family, and thank you for supporting United Way and Ezra Children's Fans. They are making a difference. Thank you.